You're listening to Freezecast, a podcast discussing all the latest news and drama in the Toontown community. Hello everyone. Welcome back. This is Freezecast episode 9. Today, we have a very special guest. Welcome to the show, the most irrelevant Twitch streamer on the face of the planet, Reaver0022.
Actually, it's Reaver0022.
That's not important right now. What's important is today's topic, why you should be courteous.
It is important. How else am I supposed to get more followers from appearing on this stupid podcast?
I hope you know nobody cares about your Twitch channel. Anyway, courteousness, something you seem to have never heard of before.
I don't know what that is.
As expected.
Look, man, I'm just here to laugh at you and get free exposure.
Don't change the subject. Courteousness is defined as being marked by respect for and consideration of others.
Hey, can you stop using so many big words?
Are you, okay, whatever. It means being nice to other people.
I am nice to other people.
Your alt accounts don't count as other people.
Look, you got me there. But I have my ways.
The listeners want to know why you're a libelous criminal.
What? I'm not. I'm sorry.
What was that? I couldn't understand you for your terrified stammering.
I'm not.
Right. You sound so innocent right now.
Really? Hugh, that's a relief.
That was sarcasm. We all know you were involved in the brainless plot to frame me as a...
What? No, I wasn't. I just watched it happen.
That has to be the lamest excuse I've ever heard. And besides, we've been over this before. We literally have proof you were involved. You changed your Discord username and profile picture in a pathetic attempt to make it look like I said horrible, disgusting things. You and your imaginary friends are gross and should be totally condemned.
I'm not gross. All I did was
commit several crimes and misdemeanors over Discord. Anyway, we need to get back on topic.
I didn't commit any crimes.
Gotcha. Anyway, as I was saying, courteousness. One obvious benefit of being courteous is that it helps keep you out of trouble with the law.
I'm not in trouble with the law. I've done nothing wrong.
Of course you haven't. That's why you freaked out when I played a police siren sound effect.
Yes, exactly. So you even agree with me.
That was... Never mind. We'll be right back after the short ad read. Today's episode of Freezecast is brought to you by Cooking with Freeze, a new cooking show created by the very talented folks at the content production department of Justice for Freeze. In Cooking with Freeze, contestants from all over the Toontown content creation sphere face off against Chef Freeze by attempting to make his recipes better than he can. It's a high-stakes, high-octane cooking competition that you won't want to miss. Click the link below to watch the first episode, where Mega Snoop tries to improve upon Chef Freeze's famous taco recipe today. Thank you to Cooking with Freeze for sponsoring this episode. Now, back to the show. So, Reaver, since you clearly have problems with anger management, I've referred you to a... what are you doing?
Shut up! I have to make sure you haven't posted any new videos that I can hate on in the comments for no reason.
Are you really? Spam refreshing my channel. No wonder you always reply so fast.
I mean, obviously, my whole life's purpose is to hate on you and your videos.
That's no surprise. I could tell that you had no life outside of your pathetic trolling attempts.
No, I do other things.
Oh, really? Like what?
Like, you got me.
That's what I thought. As I was saying, I've referred you to a licensed therapist to help you with your anger issues.
I don't have anger issues. Shut up, you stupid freak.
Did you seriously just swear on my podcast? How uncourteous of you.
Yeah, and I'll do it again. So shut up and let me just refresh your channel in peace.
You know I can have you kicked off the show for this, right?
Good. Do it. I hate you and your podcast anyway.
This is going nowhere. Fast. So let's change the subject. That video you had up on your channel, Moody Marlowe, why'd you take it down?
Oh, I didn't take it down. I only unlisted it after you made me realize how embarrassing it was. My dance moves were atrocious back then.
Dance moves. I could have sworn you were having a seizure or something. You looked like you needed help.
I mean, yeah, I can see why you would think that.
Pyler, dinner is ready.
Hold on a second. Shut up, Mom! I don't care if dinner is ready. I have to make sure Freeze isn't posting on YouTube. Okay, back to work.
The fact that you think sitting at your computer all day, refreshing my YouTube page, is work. That has to be the most embarrassing thing I've heard all year. And we should probably start wrapping this discussion up so you can go eat dinner. You sure could use the calories.
Well, have you know that I so I did one Princess Hachi.
What?
Oh, she just said that you accuse me of having no life, but your entire life revolves around harassing people about your so-called justice. And then you already got justice when you got banned.
I don't care what your stupid alter ego has to say. It's completely irrelevant. Besides, you have to go. So we're going to move on to some listener-submitted questions now.
Whenever, as long as you're not posting this on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm definitely not posting this on YouTube.
Good, proceed then.
The first listener-submitted question is, do you believe in shaving?
Of course I do. Just not, the neck area.
Follow-up question, how long is your neck beard? In yards?
Yards? I don't know what that is.
You've got to be kidding me. You really didn't go to school, did you? A yard is a basic unit of measurement. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet.
Wait, foot is 12 inches, right?
Correct.
So that makes a yard? 38 inches, so yeah, my neck beard would be about 3.5 yards long.
Ugh, never mind. Next question. When's the last time you saw sunlight?
That would be shortly after I was born, so 1996.
Incredible. How have you not died of vitamin D deficiency in the last 28 years?
I don't know what vitamin D is.
My bad. Of course you don't. Anyway, third question. Can you define justice?
Yeah, you define justice. Let's see. JSI, HTTC, justice. Are you there?
I am at a loss for words. Not only did you confuse definitions with spellings, but where on earth did you get an H in the spelling of the word justice? I am appalled. But unfortunately, we have a few questions left. The next question is, when was the last time you ate?
I mean, I eat a meal every day, so I don't know what this question is getting at.
And what does this one meal per day consist of?
Usually a Monster Energy drink and a few Doritos. Sometimes I'll drink 2 Monsters if I'm really thirsty.
That's a worse diet than Mega Snoops, so congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you.
That wasn't a compliment.
No.
Our next question submitted by listeners is, we all know you've received complaints from your neighbors. Can you tell us what some of them were?
Well, one time, my neighbor was temporarily blinded by how pale I am, and that was through the curtains.
I had to wear optical density 6 laser safety glasses while editing the icy news story about you. So that doesn't surprise me. This is the next to last question. Has anyone ever died from experiencing secondhand embarrassment due to your presence, dancing, or conversational skills?
Yes to all 3, and now I will not elaborate.
Well, we'll move on to the last question then, I guess. Can you give us a list of places you've been banned from for being a total embarrassment of a human being?
With pleasure. Texas, Idaho, Arkansas, New York, New Hampshire, Florida, California, and
This is the police. We have you surrounded.
No, I am not going back to jail.
FBI, open up!
You'll never take me alive.
Yikes. That guy must be a bigger criminal than I thought. Hopefully he learns to be courteous and serves his time soon. In the meantime, don't forget to check out the sponsor of today's episode, Cooking with Freeze, for a cooking competition comedy that you'll love. And tune in next time, when we'll have our first returning guest on to discuss some recent changes to his attitude towards justice. Until then, this has been Freezecast Episode 9. Freeze signing off.
funding for this episode of Freezecast was made possible in part by Cooking with Freeze, and by listeners like you. Thank you. Freezecast is written and produced by Mr. Freeze for Justice for Freeze. This podcast is a parody meant for entertainment purposes only. The creators of Freezecast do not condone the harassment of anyone appearing in or mentioned in this podcast. Freezecast is a work of fiction. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Thank you for listening to Freezecast.